You know, sometimes when we walk around and we do what we do, we sleep, we eat, we do homework. At the end of the day, we have a headache. We feel really tired. You know, sometimes we feel angry. Somebody took away our toys and we're like, give me back my toy. Now, I want to teach you something that can help you. So imagine this is you looking at the sun and you're thinking, wow, I wish I could fly in the sky. I wish I was like the sun. I'm always warm, I'm always comfy. I always have somebody to hug me. This is a teddy bear, by the way. This is my teddy bear. And then you realize, well, I'm not the sun. People don't look at me like this. People aren't happy to see me all the time. Sometimes people are like, hi, and then they look away. They do what they usually do. And I want to tell you that you are special. You want to know why you're special? Because you are different from everyone else. You can do whatever you want. And when you do what you want, you can make everyone around you feel surprised. They're like, wow, I've never seen that before. Let me show you something. So I put sand, you know, the things that you see in the beach, they're made off of rocks, in this little glass bottle. And you may see this and you're like, oh, well, this looks like something else I have seen before. But let me tell you, I was the one who made this. I got the bottle, and this is a corkscrew. It's made of little pieces of wood. And I put the sand inside, and then I put some rocks and pebbles, so you could see here, right? And then I put the corkscrew on top. Okay, so this is what I did to make me feel happy. I want you to do something that makes you feel happy. I like to read. You may not know how to read, but this is how I read. So I get a book, and then I open the book, and I read. I use my hands, and I put my hand on the line, and then I look at the line. Sometimes when I read, I don't really understand what the book's saying, so I read it out loud. A major turning point in the Catholic Church's attitude. And when I read out loud, that can help me read and understand what the book is saying. Maybe you can do that too. And sometimes when I have homework, I'm like, wow, that is a lot of homework. So I wanted to show you. This is a piece of paper. It can look like your homework. Sometimes homework has things that you're supposed to read and then you're supposed to write, if you can write. And so something that helps me when I write is I get a pen or pencil. Sometimes when you're a kid, they only allow you to use pencils. And then I'll write something to help me remember what to write. So if I have a spelling test and I have words that I needed to memorize, I'm going to write on the homework, I have a spelling test on Friday. That way, when Friday comes, I know that I have a spelling test. And so, say this is my homework. And so I'm going to write, I have a spelling test on Friday. And this is to remind me that I have a spelling test on Friday. That can help you remember so that when you see your homework again, you know when you read the top that you have a spelling test on Friday. So the camera shows you the opposite, but if you read, it says, I have a spelling test on Friday. So I hope that can help you as well. Another thing that I wanted to tell you is that people have different things that they can do very well. You have something that you can do very well. Sometimes you can do that thing again and again, so you become really good at it. And sometimes you can do it without practicing a lot. You just sing very well, you play piano very quickly. And for some people, maybe they don't have that kind of stuff. So they take a pen or pencil, and then they take a piece of paper. And they're like, I don't feel so special today. I don't know what I can do. And then they take something like this. This is called a notepad. Right? And pen or pencil. And they start drawing. And they keep making lines and circles and triangles and squares and rectangles and ovals. And, they decide, I wonder what this can be. And they look at it, and somebody else says it's art. For example, I'm going to draw something for you. Okay, this is a funny drawing that I just did right now. But what does that look like to you? Does that remind you of anything? Does it look like Finding Nemo, a fish in the sea? Let's draw the sea. So I'm going to draw the sea right now to teach you something. Let's draw more fish under the sea. Okay, so I drew the sea and another fish under the sea. Do you see this fish? This is the second fish. 1 and 2. And so I wanted to tell you that when you are bored, you don't have anything to do, or you have a lot of things to do, and you want to take a break, you can use a pen or pencil and a notepad, like I showed you, and draw. It's something that you can do, and some people are good at it. Some people practice a lot, and then they become good at it, but that's something that you can do to make your life better. Another thing that you can do if you feel that you need a little bit more sun in your life is you can get a stuffed animal. You can get a plushie, a toy, and squeeze it. Let me show you another different type of toy. These are called fidget toys. You may have seen these before, you may have not. But they can help you when you're in class, or you're watching the computer and you're getting bored and your hands are shaking and you're shaking and you're like, I just want to stop doing homework. But this can help you stay awake and stay focused so that you can write and you can read and you can do your homework. So these, woo! They're called Fidget Toys, okay? So this is a stress ball we have here. And you can get these from the store. You can ask your parents or your teachers for them. And so this is a stress ball. So you see this? It's green. Okay, and so when I squeeze it, it becomes something else. And so when I'm stressed, I squeeze it. And yeah, it'll turn into a different shape. But then I can wait for it. And it'll go back to normal. Like it'll go back to a ball again. Right? So I'm trying to make it look like normal. Here you go. And then I can squeeze again. When I'm bored or my hand's shaking and I'm, woo, in class, having a party, but, I'm supposed to do work and be quiet. I can do this really quick. With my hands under the table. Sometimes you can use Play-Doh or Silly Putty, if you know what that is. It's like this. And this also makes a bubble. If you look here, it's a bubble. So that's something cool that it does. Haha, it's a bubble. And so I'm going to put this back, right? So this is a stress toy. You can use these. You can make these as well from people's YouTube videos. Or you can ask your parents for help. Or buy them. This is another thing. I'm sure you've seen it, or maybe you haven't. It's called a fidget toy, but you hold it like this, and it turns. And this is a little kid's one. You know, they make ones bigger. This is, the colors are many colors, and they call this tie-dye. So I'm going to turn this. Do you like that? And then you can, you know, you can hold it like this and turn it really fast. Do you hear the sound? So hopefully you can find something like this at the store that can help you when you feel really nervous. These are something else that I wanted to show you. This is a frog, okay? So this is something else. You may like looking at this. Sometimes, like, when we feel kind of sad, we want to look at something that makes us happy. And seeing a lot of frogs and animals in different colors can make us feel happy. So this is a yellow frog. Woo! And then this is a green frog. His friend. So this is, let's call them something. So this is Henry. And this is Beethoven. So Henry and Beethoven the frog. They're my friends. And they can be your friends too. When you're doing homework and you feel a little sad, or you just want friends, you can get little plastic friends like these, and you can watch them or hold them in your hand while doing homework. See? They look really cute. This is Henry, Beethoven, and then this is a new one, the red one. And so there's even more colors that I have. These are little toys again. You can use these. Colors make people's lives better. And so when you feel really scared, or you feel nervous, you feel that you don't really like what you're doing, you can go outside and look at colors. You know, you can eat salad that has a lot of fruits and vegetables of different colors. They have red, like a red tomato. They have green cucumber. They have carrots that can be yellow. They can be orange. And so another toy I wanted to show you that you may like. So this is a squint. This is, some people call it a Slinky. And so what it is so it's stuck together, but you can hold it, right? Do you hear that? So when you separate. So what the Slinky does is you can play with it. And again, when you have small toys you can play with, it may make your life feel better. And so I like playing with Slinkies, and I'm sure you can too. If you find them, you can find them at the dollar store, so stores where you don't have to spend a lot of money to buy nice gifts and toys. It's squiggly. And you can play with it. Like, see, when you're shaking in class, you have energy that you want to take out, you can play with it, and it looks really cool. And you can stretch it, you can put it together, and then when you're done with it, you just put it in your hand, and then you put it in the bag. And then another toy that I wanted to show you is this. So it's like this little spiky ball. It looks like it could be a sponge under the sea, or a sea star, but it doesn't have the legs. And so this is something that you can find, and it can make you feel better when you're feeling sad. Like, it makes your fingers feel better, because when you have something like this touch your fingers, it makes your body feel that it has the energy going away, because this has energy, and you put it on your hand, and your hand has energy. And it's like a massage. You know, when people, squeeze their shoulders and stuff, or give their pats on their back, they're massaging their shoulders and their back. This is something called a Fidget Cube. I haven't opened this yet. So I'm going to open it with you. And so this is a Fidget Cube. It says you can use it for class, home, and work. And it says here you can click, spin, flip, glide, roll, and breathe. So that's what it says here. So let's open this. I haven't opened it. Whoa. So let's see. Okay, so this one has a switch, like a turn on, turn off. With the lights, let me show you. When you open the lights and then close the lights, it looks like this. The light switch that you use to turn on and turn off the light. I just did it right now, so I turned off the light, I turned it on. The light switch on my wall looks like this. And also the light switch is over there. There's this. So I'm just pressing the buttons. It has buttons. And so that's part of the cool thing about this toy. It has a ball. You can roll on the ball. And then it has these little things that you can move around. Do you like that sound? I do. It's like when you see a lock and you have numbers on the lock, you have to press it around like this. And so if you look at this, let me see if I can show you. It's very, yeah, so it's spiky and it's a ball, it's a smooth ball. This one. So you just push down. And it helps you feel better when you're like feeling like, oh, you wanna push on something, you wanna press on something. This is, it says here where it's made from. It's made in China. So that's the light switch. So I'm gonna put this back. I'm sure you like watching me play with that. Maybe you can find something like that, or you can make something like that by yourself. There's a lot of people who make things like this. And then this is another Slinky. This can be used on, if you have keys, people can use it as a bracelet or a ring. It's a small Slinky. It's actually two together, so if you look here, there's a yellow and green one. I'm gonna show you on my skin so you can see it better. Yep. And so that's something you can play with. I have this one, which is green, and then I have a purple one. And so this one, again, it looks like it's the same color on your screen, but there's like two colors. And you play with it like this. It makes you feel better. And then the last thing I'm going to show you before I end this video is pipe cleaners. So these are called pipe cleaners. They don't clean anything, but they're just called that. You might call them something different. People have different names for the same thing. I have a bag, as you can see, with everything that I showed you guys. Actually, one more thing. So I'm going to show you this. It's a green thing. You can push it down. You can put it on your finger. It's like a little hat for your finger. Okay. So I'm going to show you what it does. So it pops, if you look here. Right? So you can put it here and then you push it down. It takes a while. And then it pops. And let me show you, if you push it down and then you it makes a pop sound. I hope you enjoyed seeing that. And then, again, this is the last thing, which is the pipe cleaners. So I'm going to put the stress ball back in the bag. Because we want to keep it clean. We don't want these toys to get really dirty. We're going to put the Fidget Cube, which I put in its box, back in the bag. And then I'm going to put it where I usually put it, behind me. And so the pipe cleaners. So these are pipe cleaners. I'm just unraveling, so here you go. So they're like little sticks and they're shiny. They kind of look like they have glitter on it. Ooh, and I see. And so if you put it around thing, it bends. So let me show you something. So I'm gonna, like, hopefully you like watching this. So it can fall, like sometimes, like when the little sparkles fall from it, it like gets really skinny. You see just like metal wire, and that's okay. It happens. If you see it's falling. But let me show you something. So I'm gonna wrap it around my finger, and I'm gonna show you how cool it looks when I take it out. So I kind of wrapped around my finger, and it looks like a Slinky, like the thing we were looking at before. So the Slinky, this is a big Slinky, and these are the small Slinkies. And pipe cleaners are really cool. I have, so this is a silver one. You can call it gray too. This is a dark blue one, or a navy blue. And I'm gonna actually show you something cool. I'm gonna braid it. And then this is a lighter blue one. So we saw navy blue, silver, and this is lighter blue, so I'm gonna raise them up. So yeah, you can see the difference in color. And so this is the rest I have. It's just folded. I'm gonna put it back in the bag. And I'm going to, in another video, show you how to braid the pipe cleaners. Thank you. Have a good day. I hope you learned some things from your video. Have a good day. Thank you.